What's good? It's Freestyle Fresh. Happy Saturday. Small Business Saturday. In fact, we do this regularly. I say daily, used to say daily-ish, but fuck it, we gotta manifest this shit. Consistency, content is king, I heard, but the royal family is a bunch of turds. Before I get the freestyle really cracking, I got a couple of action pieces. Action items? Housekeeping. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to the Dark Horse podcast, as I say often. Oh, Freestyle Fresh, FRESH2020. It's a daily VlogKast. I wanted to share something with you. I'm always reminding myself the importance of promoting things that you love, as opposed to talking down upon things that you may not care for. Positivity, unity, 2020. Check this out.
You can smell this.
Check this out. This is a world premiere. An hour ago, or thereabouts, 12:33 hours ago, Dr. Brett Weinstein, Dr. Heather Hine, that hail from Portland, Oregon, currently, co-hosts of the Dark Horse podcast that you can find on wherever you listen to the podcast, or on YouTube on Brett Weinstein's page, his channel. He's got over 203,000 subscribers. That's fantastic. He's growing. He's reaching more ear holes and eyeballs, which makes me happy. I started listening to this episode 13, I believe it was herd, or maybe 12. Herd immunity won't save us. With regard to the global pandemic,
as always,
they dispassionately break it down, and they know what's up. And it's been a lighthouse of sanity in the sea of chaos that has been 2020. So I'm going to share with you something that they debuted today that I want the message to spread. So if anybody cares about the Republic, the Union, the future of yourself and your legacy of your family, your children, your grandchildren, etc.
So much.
This 2020 presidential election should be of, if not great import to you, at the very least on your radar and deserving of your attention. I say this as somebody who is apolitical, meaning that I don't typically enjoy discussing politics beyond the very local micro level, and I am also not a registered voter. Disclaimer. I have a very good reason for that, which I've shared before. Not the time right now, but if you ask me, I will answer you directly and honestly.
Cease to be shocked, even though I'm well aware of the parameters.
And that is voluntary.
Campfire involved.
I have voted for presidents in the past.
We also have an
I decided not to. Oh, here we go. This is an animation.
We also have an animation to
Check this
review
out
today. Our second animation. Zach, can you bring it up on the screen and play it?
Shout out to Zach. Shout out to you. Oh, it's gonna be backwards, huh?
Every 4 years, each American voter has the privilege and patriotic duty to decide who is the lesser evil. It's the question that's been at the heart of our great democracy for decades. That's why political scientists developed a machine to assist with that process. The Evil Meter intakes data on revolving door politics, influence peddling, insider trading, and a host of other parameters.
Evil Meter.
That every American voter has a clear and obvious. Oh, can we get evil meters that go to 11?
Those do go to 11.
Hey, what is going on? Someone get the lights. Oh, come on. You're fighting over this? Again? Isn't there a better way?
Like what?
I don't know, it just seems like we're so focused on the lesser part that we're missing something. Oh. Yeah, who the needs that machine? Unity 2020. Let's try this without the evil.
Unity 2020. What is that, you might ask?
Right.
What is that? Have we talked about this before? So we have a duopoly, right? The blue team, Democratic. The red team, Republican addicts. Love that corporate monies. When was the last viable third-party candidate? Ross Perot? I don't know. Somebody who actually ran. What? So last time it would have been Gary Johnson? Is that right? Stop texting me, sorry. Un momento, por favor. Think about it though. Do you have an answer for me? So this is gonna a third party. Excuse me, sorry, housekeeping, this is important. I need to put my stuff on airplane mode so I don't get any interruptions. I hope that didn't, I hope that didn't mess up the flow. So, Unity 2020 is an idea proposed by Brett and Heather, I believe. I'm not sure exactly where the genesis came from. Let's get to cruising. Let me freestyle first. Let me get my mind right. Hold on. So y'all saw it. Just know that they've got an idea for a third party that will not spoil the election. It's not going to, theoretically, as planned. These are very smart people, right? If it falls apart and becomes not viable, it will be retracted. Also, the way the polling suggests would pull equally from both sides, Biden and Trump. Thereby not spoiling the election, by not confusing, people that are on the fence about one or the other. Do you feel me? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you live in a swing state? If so, pay attention, tap in with me, okay? These are not in the order that I'd like, but that's okay. Should we just change the order? There's no rules. I can do what I want. But this one doesn't feel right to start with.
Introduce a little anarchy. Everything becomes chaos.
Yeah, right? Chaos. Is that a bad thing? That depends on how you like to hang. Do you like to hang out? Do you like to hang upside down? Well, then your gown will probably leave you ass out, showing things like to the moon. Strange things happen on the way there, on the way back. Just ask them Apollo 11 cats. Am I thinking Tom Hanks was in that? Ed Harris too? That's a through line that connects to what me and you was talking about yesterday on Face Your Fear Friday. And here we are. Thank you, family, for tapping in with me. I really was looking forward to talking to y'all, and here we are, after all. I might miss the bank, but that's okay. I'd rather hang out with you guys. I tend to ramble, as you might have noticed. And so I was thinking, oh, boom, I'll make myself, I gotta be here by this time, so I only have this much time, so I gotta cram it in, and then boom. But I'm not a clock person. So deadlines just make me laugh and cry at the same damn time. Dum, 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 dum. So Unity 2020 is some really fly shit. The names, so okay, let me do my best to cut to the chase, get to the gist. So what they have proposed, hashtag Unity 2020 2020, Unity 2020. Articles of Unity. You can follow them on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. There's a website. I will try to remember to put it in the notes, remind me. But just follow Brett Weinstein and you will get all of this information. They're still, I can see, they're still working on their messaging as far as what mediums they need to be focused on, engaging with, and just doing that. The red team was very good at this for a very long time. Interesting how time changes and time flies, but hey, we are not talking about the butterfly effect here. They need to get that, those just talking points that stick. You know what I mean? What really bothers me, and I hope this is a coincidence, and I hope this is not true, the Unity 2020 catchphrase, verbiage, motto, whatever, seems to have been hijacked by Biden and or Bernie and their affiliates. The timing is very suspicious, and I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt, but also I'm not stupid. I read the signs. And don't fuck with me, DNC. Don't fuck with this. Don't fuck this up. Okay? We saw what you did to Bernie. We don't like it. I don't care how you or I feel about Bernie. We all know what you did. Stop it. Go to your room. You're on timeout. And if you saw this thing bubbling and starting catching wind, so they're going to have a red person, a conservative-minded person, and a blue person, a liberal-minded person, on the same ticket. Ticket! For a ticket! That was, sorry about that, a very obscure, maybe not obscure, Bill Cosby. The Cosby Show, circa 80, 90, such and such, for a ticket. Or no, or was it from Bill Cosby himself? The filth. It's Eddie Murphy in was it Raw? I think the second one with the blue outfit, saying that what happened? Bill Cosby called Eddie Murphy and said, "My son Ennis, rest in peace. Sorry for the sacrifice. Went to see your show, and he said, Daddy, I need money for a ticket." And he saw, wow, it was amazing. I went to the show, I saw Eddie Murphy, and he was just wow, and filth, flarn, filth, suck my dick, thank you very much. Pussy, shit, cunt, motherfucker. Just go watch the Eddie Murphy stand-up and realize that that man has not and will not be canceled because I would posit because you can feel his heart, you can feel his intentions, and we are not going to do this very talented individual the disservice of judging him and his statements that he made 30 or 35 fucking years ago, and then judge them by today's lunacy, cancel culture, PC run-em-up bullshit. It's not happening. Anyway, back to the point. Woo! That was a close one. Almost lost it. Unity 2020, man. So they've been talking about McRaven, General McRaven, and Andrew Yang. Those are the names that I've heard most frequently associated with this. What I like about it, I like so many things about it. The strategery, the disruption, potentially. The waking up of sorts, the challenging of the duopoly in a meaningful way, in a genuine way, in a patriotic way, which I'm coming around. I think I'm starting to get a little bit of the bug, because I was like, fuck this country for the longest. But I'm coming around. I feel it. I can feel it. The point they made, that I've always resonated with is that you've got to be insane to want to be the president. It virtually disqualifies anybody who wants the job. So brilliantly, they more or less promoted the idea of drafting the most qualified patriots to take on the task. Doesn't that sound different? Doesn't that sound better? Because we have some shit to fix, folks. Let's talk about it. And again, I don't get into the politics, right? I do enjoy when Joe Rogan, shout out to Joe Rogan podcast and his newfound success with Spotify. Love it, making waves. Fuck you, YouTube, and your censorship. See what you done. You scared off the greatest thing you had on your platform. Rogan had Andrew Yang, a Democratic, what do you call him? Hopeful, potential nominee, whatever. You start off with 20 and you whittle down to Biden. Don't get me started. He had Tulsi Gabbard on. Her name has also popped up a lot with a Unity 2020. Who else did he have on? I'm having a hard time thinking of others that he had on, but he did have others on. And so I was able to get a little bit of feel for them, you know. And I even made a folder in my phone, Yang 2020, because I thought, based on his platforms, based on his UBI, Universal Basic Income, and I thought of this way before COVID, way before, you know, when he first mentioned it in the context of automation and how the driving trucks is the most common way to earn a living right now in the States. Like, that's going to be gone when, you know, automated, oh shit, hope the audio isn't too bad on that. That's going to be going away with automated, you know, cars and trucks, especially going across the flyover states, man. Come on. This is a thing we have to address. And he was finna address it. And I see people's little ideology. You can't get free money. You can't get people free money, blah, blah. But he had ideas, right? And that's why Sanders fascinated me when it came to running against Trump, because he had ideas, right? I don't like this George Bush, the W test. Like, well, I'd have a beer with him. I'd do a line with him. I'd smoke a joint in and hail with him. He seemed like my type of guy. Fuck that. What is his ideas? So this would be a setup. I don't think they've announced the actual ticket. With good reason, too. Look at what Biden's doing. Anyway, if they hijack that Unity 2020 so that people will be confused, fuck you again, DNC. Fuck you again, Democratic National Convention. But they would, you know, rule by committee, basically. So, if they, let's say it went very, very well and you got, Yang and McRaven, and then, you know, they decide based on whatever reason who should be probably the one with the most authoritative and powerful voice, right? For times like this. Wouldn't it be great to have Tulsi and Yang right now for the pandemic and the possible hot conflict coming up with the Far East? Wouldn't it be great to have them making our decisions right now and driving the ship? Wouldn't that be awesome? If we could pick who has the best skills, who has the best merit for this situation, that'd be dope. Would stop because, well, we've always done it this way. Shut up. So they rule by committee, right? We got McRaven Yang working on things together. What you think? Well, I'm thinking this way. I'm thinking this way. Compromise. You got it. Your idea's better. Let's do it. Your idea's better. Let's do it. And then if they really can't come to a decision, then you're president, so you get the tie break. And then maybe they'd flip halfway. I don't know if that would work. I don't know. It's not my thing. But let's say they do a full 8 years, and then the next time they flip, you could be the P, I'll be the VP. POTUS. All good. What's good? Fix the SCOTUS too. Handle it. It's fire. I love the idea. I'm behind it. I'm going to be promoting it. You can too. Well, first look at it. See if it makes sense to you. Give me your feedback, and then promote it to the people that you think need to see it. Don't just promote it to the people that you think it's going to speak to directly. If you believe in the Unity 2020 and the Articles of Unity, if you believe in it, talk about it. Don't make excuses. I'm not registered to vote. I plan on talking about it a lot, especially to friends and family that live in swing states. Leverage people, okay? You can walk around wherever you're at and hold up protest signs and get a megaphone and all that. Well, if you live in California, guess what? They're gonna lockstep and vote for Sleepy Joe. I hope not. But based on the history, you can pretty much, especially if you can't get the paid time off to go vote, and you want to go vote just so you could be voting for the winning person in your state and just be blue, tried true, whatever. You've wasted your time. You'd be better off staying home and finding a way to convince two idiots that are voting against their interests to vote correctly, and then ensure that they go. Two is better than one. Talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. Let's keep it a buck. Hold on. Oh, I got some notes. I got some notes up in here. So peep game. Shout out to the homie Kyle. He gave me some things to think about, some things to talk about. So I know UBI was tense discussions. There's a whole segment of people who think that getting money for doing nothing's a bad idea, right? Pre-COVID. Oh, that's what's said. But now, right? Stimulus. I'm gonna make fun of the clear tax dude real fast. Happy August. It's August 1st, Saturday, and here is your second stimulus check update, the stimulus package update, and once again, happy August. Good news, bad news. Democrats just came back from vacation. Appears that Pelosi has now a third set of eyebrows, and they are really sticking to their guns, not working with the Republicans on the scaling back of the bailout program. Now, those of you counting on that extra $600 a week additional to your unemployment may be in for some bad news. That program has essentially ended as of yesterday, July 31st, 2020. Given that the second stimulus check payment, according to reports, that are supposed to be $1,200 once again for each adult, and this time, instead of the $500, a $1,000 one-time payment per child. Now, with this CARES package and the stimulus being pushed through, the concession was to scale back the unemployment. But we may be able to widen the, I can't do this no more. Shout out to the clear tax dude, he's keeping people informed. He's Asian, talks kind of funny, very professional, very robotic, but I dig him. Respect. If I mock you, it's because I love you. You don't have a stop sign, sweetheart. Neither do you. Monkey see, monkey do. Go ahead, get it. Yeah. It's the wrong time to be polite, pimpin'. Yeah. Don't drive defensive, people. I mean, defensive driving, I understand the concept. I see why they teach it. But sometimes when you're hesitating, you're putting other people at danger. Be decisive. Be smart. Keep your head on the swivel. Tactical, practical driving tips. what does it say? Deadlock in Washington. People praying for their next stimulus. That sounds so dramatic. Praying for their next stimulus check. Their unemployment. Well, polls in Washington, what, political people? Play election games. U.S. paying billions of dollars for unproven vaccine. Plus, need another movie breakdown. All right, pimpin'. I got your movie breakdown, pimpin'. I got your movie breakdown. So, what I was talking about was people really banking on having that extra 600, and with the fact that the schools are likely not going to be opening. So that 600 would have been great to help solve some of that. Getting, supplies for your new homeschool adventure, or paying for childcare once it becomes safe and it doesn't violate the First Lady of California, Gavina Newsom, their, don't want to assume the gender, their recommendations, right? So that money that they're just, playing tiddlywinks with, or shuttlecock, or hide the pickle with, people need that money. It's a shame. It's sad. We all know that the average American household does not have a backup fund of capital. They are not prepared for an accident, an unexpected expense, a tire blowing out, transmission going out, air conditioner going out, of $500. They can't withstand that. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, so the measures must be swift, the measures must be consistent, the measures must be sufficient. Which reminds me of a film. Inception. Leonardo DiCaprio. Y'all seen it, right? A dream within a dream within a dream. Ariadne. Shout out to Ellen Page. Shout out to Leo DiCaprio. Look up the meaning of Ariadne, by the way, if you're a fan of that movie. Where an idea is implanted in the subconscious, hilarity ensues. That's my breakdown. No, but seriously, this is interesting. I had to really look in the mirror on this. Before I had children, I would go to the movie theater, often by myself. Tuesday, matinee, discount, get super faded, and just get lost in a movie. Since I can remember, since 1997, 6, 8, there is only 4 movies, new math, that I've seen in the theater more than once. Care to take a guess? Oh, wait. No, I won't. And those movies are Inception. Seen that twice. Leonardo DiCaprio. Titanic. Again, Leonardo DiCaprio. He knows how to pick films, man. He knows how to pick his projects. And it did make me cry the first time. So that I was prepared when I went second time. It was kind of like a double date situation. I wasn't, I didn't have to cry that time. So I already got out the last time. TMI. The Django Unchained, Jamie Foxx, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Do I got a thing for Leo? Why do I keep spending good money to go see him multiple times in the theater? Just fantastic films. What's the 4th one? Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise. I might have seen that one 3 times in the theater, to be honest. Because I think I saw it at the regular theater. Did I see it at the... Oh, no. And then it was in 3D. So I went to go see that at the super duper theater. And then I bought it. I think I rented it, and then I spent a lot of money watching that movie. But it's fire. It's like my one of my favorite movies of all time is Groundhog Day, right? Live the same day over and over again, right? Well, this is like the action version of that, where Tom Cruise lives the same day over and over. And he is in the military. I'm gonna give you a breakdown, a synopsis. I'm gonna do my best to make it quick. And it's gonna tie into today's topic. Wow, half hour in, I ain't got to the topic. You're slipping, Fresh. You're slipping. You're bloviating some of a bitch. So, Tom Cruise, he's clearly up, he's up in the ranks, right? He's not the shoot 'em up, he's not the front line, army dude, G.I. Joe. He is actually a like a liaison, like a public relations type person. So he was the person that would be like, hey, we're doing great, we're making progress, we're gonna bring the troops home. We've got all the faith, all right, pin that, the faith in the general, and we're doing a great job, and we're gonna take it by storm, and we're gonna win, do it for the Gipper, right? Come to find out, what they're facing, like Normandy D-Day type situation, but it's like extraterrestrials. It's crazy. It's a great movie, Edge of Tomorrow. Check it out. And Emily Blunt, she's pretty foxy in that film. I must admit, she won me over with her rugged exterior, but her soft, feminine features and her accent, flexibility, dogged determination. Anyway, the general decides Tom Cruise character, forget the character's name, it would be in the best interest of everyone involved if he were to be deployed with the troops and report from the front line and show the people, gather support and document the heroism, and Tom Cruise like, are you nuts, bruh? Respect, you running the UK military, but I, sir, am a US soldier. So I'll be reporting back to and he was like, stay for high tea and crumpets and nasty little cucumber sandwiches with mayonnaise on them. We're gonna talk some more, son, because your commanding officer has said, sure, take him. He's all yours. And when you're done with him, send him back to the U.S. Send me the bill. And Tom's like, no. I do what I do. So I don't have to do what you do. Like, you fight, you get it in. I just spin words. I was running a marketing agency before I got into the military. And he's like, no. Arrest this man. And so he wakes up, and here we are. We're in it. He's dumped into the battlefield, the training, and then in the battle. And then bam, dead. He wasn't built for this. He told you he wasn't built for this. Dead. But then he wakes up, and he keeps living the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over until he figures it out, gets the girl, wins the war, and no one's the wiser, right? It's a fantastic film. Watch it. And it's going to very bumpy, like a cobblestone road in South Kensington, London. Shout out to the Queen. It's going to take me in like a segue. That's what I'm going to talk about, which is the difference between faith and trust. People conflate the two. People use them way wrong, way backwards. I'm going to break this down for y'all. From a biblical perspective, if you want to use that language, right? For my church folks, what is faith? There's a very catchy and clever definition. See if I can recall it. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for and the proof of things not seen. I messed it up. Shoot. But it's like, it's more esoteric. It's more, in line with like what we was talking about yesterday, right? With manifesting things, right? Your faith, your belief. If you believe it, then you can achieve it. Like, that's faith, right? I have faith that everything is going to be okay. I have faith in my my spouse's convictions to be monogamous and faithful. Faithful, right? And we've all seen the movie Unfaithful. Am I right? Diane Lane. That movie has a special place in my heart. Let's just say. Trust, rather, I would argue, I would posit that it is more tactical, practical. Trust is like, if I throw this laser beam spiral, Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick, look at your face. If I thread this spiral, right, and you got double coverage on you, are you going to catch this ball and get the touchdown? Can I trust you with this? Or is it going to be an interception and a pick six and I'm going to look stupid? Do I trust you? Right? So I think people put their faith in things that they don't trust. And people trust things that they really don't have faith in. And the reason that it was more or less on my mind, just other than that it was a topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about and get your opinion, is lately I've been on the receiving end of a question like, what, you don't trust me? And I feel like that's a tricky question, because you can't just say, no, I don't trust you. Can't really say that. You know, context, of course, there's exceptions. Can't really say that. But you can say, well, think it first and then say it, and also consider your audience. What you can say is, I do have complete faith in your intentions are pure. I have complete faith that you are doing your best. I have complete faith that you will do what you feel is necessary. But I don't trust you to do it. I don't trust that you will recognize when the time has come to execute. I don't trust the fact that you'll be aware enough to do the things that my faith is telling me that you want to do. Is that too convoluted? Does that make sense? I think it's important. You know me. Parsing language is important. Got to use right words, got to use right terms. Context is important. To all the people that are struggling and suffering financially, for all the people that had faith that the government and financial institutions would take care of them during this difficult time, I'm sorry. But I want to encourage you to trust yourself. Trust yourself. And just feel instantly, right? Feel a little bit lighter. Because that faith can be very ethereal. It can be like a hologram. It's oasis. It's just not there sometimes. But that trust is in the flesh. That trust you can shake on. Trust Trust is one of those things. Like, what do parents say to their children? Trust takes a long time to build and establish, and you can lose it like that. And faith is one of those things where it's like you're kind of expected to have unconditional faith or something. I don't know. It's a question that I'm still pondering. I don't have it all the way worked out. I know I sound confident. That's one of those times where, like, you're expected to believe my tone. You know what I'm saying? Even though the content may not be what it needs to be, but you believe the tone. You got faith in the tone, but you can't trust the facts. Fake news. What are we gonna do, man? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch the Django Unchained again. I watch the Django Unchained at least once a year. At least. That movie fires me up so much. And Jamie Foxx really delivers. Fantastic performance. So does Leo. So does Sam Jackson. And Quentin Tarantino is just a lunatic that made it happen. I bet he loved saying nigger in the movie, in the pitch meetings, in the table reads, all the time. I bet he just loved it. I'm still gonna watch his movies. I'm not one of those, oh, I found out what that creep, that freak Woody Allen did. I'm not gonna watch his movies no more. I don't watch Woody Allen movies because they're trash. Not because of his personal life. And I'm gonna skip all the other obvious comparisons. I'm out of time, man. Ooh, 42 minutes, tripping. I'm gonna get right to it and say that as weird as Tarantino is, as inappropriate as I'm sure he is with his, female talent and his penchant for saying, I don't feel that he uses the word nigger. I hope he doesn't. I don't really get that vibe, but I get the feeling that he does enjoy saying it. But whatever. I love his films. Kill Bill? Are you kidding me? We're gonna have to do a breakdown for that one day. Anyway, rambling. I need to stop. Get back to the beats. Get back in the shop. I don't shop. I'm a baller. I used to steal a lot when I was younger, but the statute of limitations is past and positive. I looked it up. I don't fuck around. Plus, I used to work in litigation, and trust me, they treat niggas like they adults. Yeah, even when they minors and such. So I had to stop way before I was 18 because I looked so freaking threatening. And did you realize when white cops say that they thought they had a gun but they didn't have one? It's not the wallet. It's not the cell phone. It's the big bone. Psychologically prone to intimidate somebody that thinks that they have less weight, girth, and length. It's deep, man. We gotta unpeel the layers of the onions one by one and try to have a little fun doing it. You could recycle, reduce, you could reuse it. There's nothing new under the sun. I'm having fun, and y'all my therapists, and y'all don't even know it. But YouTube, hey, you let me throw the party. I never do a premiere because it's already out of here. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah. It's gone. Can you dig it? In the song. 444. 444. What's the score? Is it tied or not? I want to encourage everybody real fast. If you're losing your 600 unemployment, First of all, you fucked up. You waited too late to think about it. You should have put it to work. You should have started a business. You should have invested it. You should have did something wise with it. I know. You was probably doing your best and just making it work, right? Making it ends meet. Just, come on, y'all. Do better. Let's do better, okay? Let's do better. We can. We're perfectly capable of doing better. I want you to believe that. I want you to trust yourself and have faith that if you do what you're supposed to do, everything will be just fine. I'm inclined to tap into my divine nature. I'm on a chase for paper, and not the ruled kind. I prefer mine blank, like the canvas, the tabula rasa. They say that the kids was born with the babies. Me thinks that's a little bit insincere. Did you know that daddy's girl simply means we donate a bigger chromosome, so we're literally more related to our daughters than our sons? Makes a little too much sense, doesn't it? All these little girls with daddy issues just because they refuse to revisit basic physical science. I don't know why the XX to XY, don't even bother asking why. Worried about learning how to tie a tie. It's crazy. My daughter looks just like me. And she acts very similar too. I'm not worried about her at all. As soon as she can make it to say 7, it's a wrap. 4 going on 40, 2 going on 200. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll be home working on the house. If you're scared, go to church. Maybe you'll feel better. Maybe you could write an open letter. Maybe you could sit in the booth, no mic. Just gotta profess your sins to a sinister minister. Don't even have to show his face. Maybe he's only wearing a robe because he'd rather be exposed. Most of the times they want to get caught, really. Like a peacock is cocky and looks silly. All right, y'all, I'm having too much fun. I really want to make these more brief and more to the point. That's what I'm working on right now. Like we say every time, please take heed. Check out the articles of Unity. Check out Unity 2020. It's August. Got to get with the program. Give your body, give your mind, give your spirit, give your family, give your community the things that it needs to fight the disease. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And we're going to have to fix it on the community level. But we are going to need a mascot. You know? And we don't want to be mascotless like the Washington football team.